I think it's 31 now. Just after 1 minute, I'll start program. Shailika Sharma ma'am. Shailika Sharma ma'am. Suraya Sayyed ma'am. How are you, ma'am? Suraya Sayyed ma'am. Actually, this is how I check that that you are not facing any issue, you are not facing any problem. That is why I am interacting with you. Okay, now it's 5:29. Just after 15 seconds, we will start our program, and the strength is 34 only. Maybe the participants are taking break, but should join. Okay. Oh, participants, thank you very much for joining once again. This is the second session of the day. Sir, can we start, sir? Mustafa, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Your permission, sir?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
please.
sir. Thank you, sir. Participant, you can see that our resource person has already joined before time because he is known for dedication, commitments to, especially for teaching learning purpose. A very dedicated, a very committed teacher, a very senior teacher from University of Kerala. We have Professor Mustafa, sir. MNM Mustafa, sir. Sir, one line about participants, that they are very active and they are very supportive. They know the art, they know the etiquettes of online teaching learning. It is only when you will ask them, they will open their mics. Otherwise, they do not open and they just listen. And as and when you ask them to participate, they will be opening their mics. So that's very good about my participants. Although they are, some of them are my seniors, some of them are maybe my juniors, some of them are, all of them are my colleague. So I am calling them participants, and they have given me that liberty also. Participants, the resource person of today is Professor MN Muhammad Mustafa, sir, a very senior teacher educator in the Department of Education, Central University of Kerala, Kerala. Sir, as you can see, the qualification of sir on the PPT itself, it speaks volume about his, his personality, that he has completed masters in 5 subjects: MSc in zoology, MSc in psychology, MA in sociology, and then master of education. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subjects. And after that, he has completed his PhD also in the field of education from University of Calicut, and other masters he has completed from MSc in zoology from Calicut University, MSc in psychology from Madras University, MA in sociology from University of Calicut, and many other qualifications are there to his credit. Sir is the Dean of and Head of School of Education, University of Kerala. He has been the Director of IQAC, Central University of Kerala, Coordinator of NRC, Central University of Kerala, Director of Center for Life Skills Education, Central University of Kerala, former Controller of Examination, Central University of Kerala, former Director, School of Distance Education, University of Calicut. Sir was the member of Academic Council, Central University of Kerala, former convener Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Chair, University of Calicut, member of Council for Teacher Education, CTE, and many other responsibilities he has shouldered. He has published a good number of papers in very good research journals, and also presented a good number of papers in various national seminars and conferences. A very dedicated teacher, and his dedication is proved by the fact that, that 5 minutes before he has joined us, despite the fact that he was busy in some other program, he came here after attending that program. So in fact, whole day he was busy in giving lectures, giving talk and all these things. This is, I mean, for quality, he's known. Sir, we are very much thankful to you that you have given us time. Sir will talk on, today we'll talk on interconnectivity between teaching and research, for which he is known for all over India. Thank you, sir, once again. Sir, I hand over the mic.
So, thank you so much for your great words about me and introducing me in a very, very decent and elaborate manner. Thank you so much. Respected the director, sir, and my good friend, Professor Sajid Jamal and Mohammad Shakir ji, and all the other learned academicians who are attending this program. Very good evening to one and all. Greetings from Central University of Kerala, Kasargod. So, friends, it is you have started from 3:30 and now it is 5:30. Now, I know that it is very, very hectic for you to be continuously in sessions in online program. And one thing I wish to tell you, God has given me the opportunity to serve as a faculty member of higher education. And by that way, I had been exposed to the position of a participant in various refresher course and orientation program. And gradually, God has given me the opportunity to serve the UGC HRDC of University of Calicut, where I could able to coordinate many programs. Then finally, I was put in the position of the director UGC HRDC of University of Calicut for a short period. So there I could able to understand and I learned the experiences of governing the HRDCs. So therefore, my intention is to say you, and I will be empathetically dealing with the participants of any program, whether it is in offline or online. So if you are comfortable, while I am looking and sitting here in the cabin of the head of the Department of Education, Central University of Kerala, that the extreme north part of the extreme south state Kerala, and now I'm enjoying a kind of a climate where the pre-monsoon rain is here, and a total kind of chilly and all weather is, and my campus is so greenery here. And sitting here while looking through the different windows of the Google, I could see you as beautiful and handsome petals of a flower. So I request, if otherwise no problem, I request all of you to on your video mode on, and if you have any problems in between, you can off the video mode, no issues. And now it will be very helpful for me, so that thank you, Sapna Varshini madam, and thank you Pallavi Gupta ji. Pallavi Gupta ji is very busy with some work and all. Be here. I will be able to capture the things in a very, very and mother.
Sir, I'm writing what you are speaking.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry for that, and proceed. No need for. I will share this PPT to all of you. Then Madan Mohan.
Brahma, sir. Brahma, sir. Madan Mohan Brahma.
Yeah, actually, this scheme is under the in memory to the great contribution of the great legend in the history of our country, Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, who established the university, Benares Hindu University, and made a lot of contribution to the field of education. Now, Anisuya Majumdar, you may be from Bengal?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, then likewise, if you could able to few more, if you could able to open your video so that I'll be able to interact with the Shampa back. Madam Shampa, is correct? Shampa back. Yes. Then Kanchan Jain. Kanchenjunga is one of the famous wildlife sanctuary of our country. Then here it is Kanchan Jain. Kanchan Jain. You belongs to which place, madam? Which state?
Uttar Pradesh, sir. Uttar Pradesh.
UP. Okay. So, so this is my stature. Are you comfortable with me? My style of interaction and all with you. And whenever you feel so boring till 7 o'clock, you don't tell or don't type in the chat box. And what you can do is you can make some body gestures so that I will be able to understand. I will manage accordingly. So this is the understanding between all of us, between you and all of us. Okay. So don't tell or Girish or Za. Okay, sir, madam, sir, Girish ji. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we will straight away moving to the topic, interconnectivity between teaching and research. And I would like to extend my gratitude to the HRDC of AMU, because in each week I will be interacting with the participants of HRDC AMU. That is a usual practice. So rigor they are keeping sustaining the programs, and I'm very happy, and I express my sincere gratitude for inviting me for the program. And now, dear friends, I am a teacher, and instrumentally, I become a teacher educator, and I enrolled as a teacher educator in September 5th, 1996. So from 1996 to 2024, I am a teacher. And dear friends, I'm proud of being a teacher. And I am a researcher. Though my research expertise is infantile in nature, I am a researcher. I could able to guide 16 PhDs, and now 7 students for PhD are pursuing. Students are pursuing for their PhD. And so this topic is very interesting to all the faculty members of higher education. Whether we have to concentrate on teaching, whether we have to concentrate on research, or what is the connectivity between teaching and research? Is there any connection, or we have to, as a researcher, we have to stand in a kind of sophisticated body language, declaring, self-disclosing that I am a teacher, I am a researcher of superior quality, and I will not come to the class for the regular lecturing and all. So this is the scenario. In this scenario, I will be trying to explore the interconnectivity between the teaching and research, and what can we do in the higher education sector. And most of my slides are self-explanatory. I need not to talk anything related to this. So this slide is clearly illustrate that you cannot ignore the significance of teaching, the significance of research in the higher education. It should, they are Humsafar. Humsafar means co-traveler. Co-traveler. They have to go hand in hand. So that is the message which I want to tell you. But conceptually, I will give you how this can be happen. What are the impediments that restrict this kind of a mutual travel, and what can be done, what reformation is required in terms of curriculum, in terms of, and coming to the teaching aspect. Are you okay with me? Hemanda, Chausha, sir, are you okay with me? A body language, a gesture for me. Are you okay? Or not? Deal or no deal? No message from Hemandaji. Hemandaji, are you okay with me?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So Rabha Das, madam, are you okay? Deal or no deal? She's also not replying. I don't know. Rabhaji, Rabha madam, are you comfortable with me? Ah, yes. Okay. So coming to the landscape of higher education in our country, we have 1,004 43 universities, 1,043 universities, and we have 11,779 standalone institutions, and we have 43,343 colleges. And you know, at the time of independence, we have only 15 universities. So there is a quantitative expansion in terms of the number of institutions within this 75 years of post-independent period. And coming to the number of teachers in India, we have 15,03,156 teachers of higher education. Out of that, 2.14 belongs to universities, and 11.3 lakhs belongs to colleges, 1.57 lakhs belong to standalone institution. Such is the heterogeneity and width of the higher education system and the manpower of that exists in the field of higher education in the country. And now coming to the research sector, with only 2 lakhs full-time researchers, and only 14% of them are female. In a population of, this 1.3 billion, India ranks below Chile, Kenya, and many other countries in terms of the density of scientific workforce. And you know, in United States, you have 79%. Then 79, one researcher per 10,000 labor force. So what I wish to establish is that the people pursuing the research in a serious manner, the number of the people who pursue the research in a serious manner is very, very less in India, in our country. And now at this context, we are talking about the symbiotic teaching research relationship. And teaching research relationship is a useful link for stimulating a research-informed teaching. What is that research-informed teaching? What is research? What is research? What is research? The function of, the role of university. The slogan of university education is, my dear friends, the slogan of university education, if you know, it is a reinforcement. If you do not know, it is a new learning for you. When a student is enrolled for an undergraduate program, the slogan is that enter to learn, exit to serve. I repeat, enter to learn, exit to serve. So the student is enrolling to learn, and when complete the learning, and when he is going out, when she is going out from the institution, she has to serve the society. And in connection with, in continuation with the university, the role of higher education has the higher education system has to perform 3 important roles. What are they? If anybody, 3 important roles of higher education institutions? Nothing? Nothing? So what are the 3 roles of higher education institution? Important functions. Teaching research, yes, Deepak but as rightly pointed out, it is teaching research and extension.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, therefore, there is a symbiotic relationship between teaching and research under the basis that knowledge is a pluralistic in approach. What I am telling is, the knowledge is not a watertight compartment. Say, for example, in politics, election is the a topic. Parliamentary election. In parliamentary election, there is the transportation, there is society, there is values, there is physics, there is chemistry, there is everything involved. It's a kind of a huge network of many disciplinary knowledge, which is integrated in a multiple pluralistic way that will contribute to a new knowledge. And so the academic research is next basis is research is essential for interpreting the nature of academic work. So we are interpreting the academic work in terms of research, and hence there is a symbiotic relationship. What is symbiotic relationship? What is symbiosis? What is symbiosis?
Interdependence, sir.
Absolutely. Both teaching and research will be benefited from this kind of relationship. Hence, good teaching is, good research is essential for good teaching. By the linking of the research into teaching, the teaching takes some of the research relationship between research and teaching is a kind of symbiosis. Symbiosis, I will explain with an example. In the root nodules of leguminous plants, there is a kind of tubule named legumes, where there is a bacteria, bacteria resides or host living there. That is called Rhizobium radicicole. Rhizobium radicicole. And generally, plants are not capable of taking atmospheric nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. And this Rhizobium radicicole, it takes its shelter in the roots of leguminous plants and help the plant for deriving or converting the nitrogen into nitrate. And it gets shelter, it gets nutrients, and on the contrary, or on in turn, this nitrogen fixation is carried out. So that means this is what is called a symbiotic relationship. So mutually benefited. And how it is mutually benefited? One aspect is the research added value for teaching. Then, the teaching added value for research. And there is a synergy between teaching and research at institutional level. There is a synergy between teaching and research at the teacher level. And there is a synergy between teaching and research at the student level. And if you could able to establish these synergies, you can very clearly say that there is the relationship between the teaching and research. So how the research added value of teaching? Any points? How the research added contributed to the value of teaching? Anybody? Sapna madam? Any comments? Majumdar madam?
So can you please repeat the question?
How research add value for your teaching? Are you having doctoral degree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how your research, spending this much years of your life, your academic life, your personal life in pursuing the PhD, how that, research
Sir,
punctuality and continuity in teaching. Yes,
I think so. Research brings a lot of discipline in the teacher. In the faculty, the research brings discipline and credibility also to the faculty.
Yeah.
With the publications and with good publications, we get credibility. We are also able to increase our knowledge base.
Absolutely, Pallavi madam. Absolutely. It gives credibility for your teaching. And in the institutional aspect, introducing of new knowledge resulted from the research into curriculum. If you conduct certain research, that research contribute. There are different types of research: theoretical research, then fundamental or theoretical research, then application research and action research. All these contribute to the curriculum enrichment. If you derive new knowledge from the research, that will contribute into curriculum. And see, if you are as a faculty member, if you are involving in research activities, it gives visibility of the staff research activity to students. So there are a few teachers, if you are involving postdoctoral research, and it is in your institution, obviously students may understand that. Yeah, these faculty members are doing this research. They are concerned about the social issues, the issues in their discipline, and etc. And this is a visibility indicator for the students. Then the extent to which student learning reflects the research process, and the ways and extent to which student research competencies are developed and assessed. And it's also give a chance for developing research competencies among students. So ultimately, it contributed to the curriculum, contributed to the visibility of research activity. It will be contributed to the provision for reflection for the students on research process. And the next is the students also get ways and means for developing research. Then now that was research added value. Now teaching added value. For effective training of researchers, now there are UGC and a lot of institutions are come up with research methodology course of 10 days duration, 15 days duration. So how so if the research methodology courses are not taught, the students were not taught in an effective manner, the value of the course is collapsed. It is a futile activity. So therefore, for communicating the research, for communicating the research output, teaching is highly essential. And it's to create a strong professional environment for training of researchers in methodology, for training of researchers for developing values and attitude. The teaching is very, very important. At the postgraduate level, the synergy between teacher and researcher has the highest intensity, since both types of activities are included into a unique program meant to prepare postgraduate students as future researchers. So the postgraduate level, it means now you can have as the result of, are you comfortable with me, Sapna madam? Okay now. Yeah. My pace is okay. Okay. So after the implementation of NEP 2020, there is a shift happened. Some of the universities are, higher education institutions are tagged as teaching universities. Some of the universities are tagged as, or some of the institutions are tagged as research institutions. So from the postgraduate onwards, the postgraduation is meant for, it is not knowledge acquisition, but it is for knowledge production. For knowledge production, this research is very much essential, and therefore research, the teaching contributed to the research mentality of the postgraduate students. And now how teaching and research play a significant role in institutional level. So institution can promote evidence-based teaching and research. Secondly, the learning environment that value the research can be cultivated. Unless and until there is no relationship between teaching and research in a synergy manner, and it cannot contribute to a learning environment which gives strength and stress for the research. And thirdly, by giving greater emphasis on the project element of the undergraduate program. So each undergraduate program, as you know, is having a small project. What you are giving through your project? Give a title of a project. What is your title of your project that you are giving to your undergraduate students? So for example, please tell. Please tell. Any suggestion?
Sir, as part of the semester work, we give group projects, group research projects. Students are grouped into a group of 7 and 8, and we provide them some 5 or 6 different topics to choose from. One of the semesters I teach Indian economy, so I give relevant topic related to Indian economy, and they are free to choose from that.
So the undergraduate students, through their project, they are getting an opportunity to train for research. Am I correct? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, through different projects, so they are getting a chance to have a research bent of mind. Then the development of postgraduate programs at that research work. The development of postgraduate thought programs which within research centers. Yeah. So for starting postgraduate programs as a research centers, tailored the configuration, it can be done in a it's a judicious manner without rupturing the equations of the family. Then pedagogic research and utility in planning, teaching, learning. So pedagogic research, what is pedagogy?
It's a different style of teaching unique to a faculty, a way of teaching or a style of teaching.
Give me a couple of minutes, 1 minute. What is pedagogical research? I just take a break for 1 minute, so all of you disappeared. What is pedagogic research? Research based on teaching and learning topics. So pedagogy is the art and science of teaching. That is what is called pedagogy. So are you teaching in the same way as your teachers taught you? How many of you are teaching? I do agree. Surya Kumar Dole, I do agree. How many of you are teaching in the same way as your teachers taught you? How many of you are teaching in the same way as your teachers taught you? Huh? No response? Dr. Sapna Varshe, are you teaching in the same way as your teacher taught you? So I remember one of my Hindi, not like that. So I remember one of, yes, absolutely. I remember one of my Hindi poem. What is that poem of my upper primary class? वीर भूमि के सबूत तुम कभी रुको नहीं, वीर भूमि के सबूत तुम कभी रुको नहीं, लक्ष्य सामने रहे वक्ष सामने रहे, तुम कभी रुको नहीं, तुम कभी रुको नहीं. So my Hindi teacher taught me this. वीरभूमि के सबूत तुम कभी रुको नहीं, वीरभूमि के सबूत तुम कभी रुको नहीं, वीरभूमि के सबूत तुम कभी रुको नहीं. It's a kind of drilling then used. So now an English a language teacher who is supposed to teach Hindi poem never ever teach like this, because drilling is no more in the pedagogical approach. So research happened related to the teaching and learning process, had came up with a lot of inputs that can be applied in the teaching. And pedagogical research and its utility in planning, teaching, learning process. Earlier, the dictum of teaching learning was Pavlovian conditioning, and the Kafka, Kohler, Wertheimer, the chimpanzee kind of a learning. Now the learning theory is students quality also degraded. But remember, the quality is a relative terminology, relative concept. Okay, so the society has changed, the student has changed, the pedagogical theories have changed, and as a result of this, when putting into practice all these in the education, we need pedagogic research. And now coming to the synergy between that is all about the synergy between teaching and research at the institutional level. Now coming to the teaching and research at the teacher level. So for teacher, this is a challenging task. Whether I have to teach or I have to research is a very important question as far as the teacher concerned. So in order to keep up a synergy between the teaching component of higher education and the research component is a Herculean task, a challenging task as far as a committed teacher concerned. And for that, explicit management is required. Say, for example, a professor is having 8 research scholars. I'm giving you a situation. So you have 8 research scholars. That too full-time research scholars. Suppose you are dividing your 8 hours you are spending in your institution. For example, how much you can give to your 8 research scholars? So what about your teaching for the PG program? So there require an explicit management from the part of the teacher, an effective allocation of time. You have to keep both the postgraduate teaching as well as the research scenario also. So what are the advantages related to teaching? It's accurate, up-to-date information of students, then beneficial when presented and open to challenge, then platform for attaching students with a passion for research. So it's bring about quality in a passion for research also. Then coming to the teaching research nexus at a student level, student participation in research events and seminars, lectures and conferences. Undergraduate and postgraduate development in staff research. So these are all available in higher education system of the country now. So one can support the students, the other can undergraduate and postgraduate investment in the staff research, that also possible. Then one model I wish to present here. So it is an integrated, as all of you know, it is an integrated mechanism. And in that integrated mechanism, concentration of research in a separate set of research institute. So either it can be an integrated mechanism where the research and teaching go hand in hand, or there may be concentration of research in a separate set of research institute. So that is what is the visualization of NEP 2020. They are keeping universities as the research institutions and the affiliated colleges as the teaching institutions. And separation to plans of teaching and researches within the universities are required. Then only we will be able to see. Then this is an approach where teaching is restricted to some colleges, and research is restricted to another set of colleges. Now you can have 4 systems for the teaching research in access, and one is the integrated system, where it is easily integrated among the faculty and among the other stakeholders. Then concentration of research in a separate set. These bodies are meant for research. So no PG class, nothing. And another set is institutional difference. Your institution will be meant for teaching, then the other institution may be meant for research. Then another concrete suggestion is separation of teaching and research within the university system. And see how we can link this. Who should develop the effective link and why? Who should develop? Who should try to develop the link? So research into teaching that will contribute to learning, then teaching into research that will contribute to learning. So there is an exclusive linkage between these two phenomena. Then see now coming to the different strategies that see that bring about improvement in teaching research in access. One is assessment is a big problem. All the curricular revisions and envisaging, all the kind of these semesters, this problem, completion of the semester is a big issue. Then level of competency. Level of competency in such a way that whether it is available, whether the competent persons are available for taking research or for taking the teaching into a threshold level. And third one, perspectives of stakeholders like the academic staff, academic students, and administrators, and funding book rights. And these are all see in the level of all we have to promote. And we have to promote the libraries where the n number of resources are available, so as to make use of the resources this in a judicial manner. Then cultural factors like different countries, international, and so all these are factors that influence the. Now coming to the students, what teachers and students can do as what is the role of the research. And teachers emphasis on research content, the students as participants, and you can 3 files you can create. One is emphasis on research content and student as audience, then emphasis on research process and problems. And now research in the research on emphasis on research content, you can have research tutored, focus on active learning, such as essay writing. Then second one, research is for little bit dare to conduct research in a big way. Therefore, focus on students conducting research on small activities. Then focusing the research teaching subject based on the content, and focus on learning about knowledge. Learning about knowledge is a kind of reflection. It is a revisit to the knowledge pathway that exists in the institution. So therefore, as a student, you have to do is, or as a teacher, you have to do is for linking research and allied activities, the time of the stakeholders should be considered. And reasons to strengthen research teaching nexus at individual faculty and institutional level. Bringing research into the classroom. Then involving the students in increase the skills, bringing research into the classroom, involving the students in research projects. So in our student life, if a committed teacher is leading us to certain project. Say for example, I still remember one of my chemistry teachers who taught me the structure of benzene, the structure of the polymers, the organic compound. When it was introduced in the school curriculum first time, then what this great teacher, still I remember his name. So he when organic chemistry was introduced, there was the preparation of the soap, then preparation of preparation of candle, all kind of thing he demonstrated, and that brought a kind of heuristic atmosphere in the classroom. And this is what the benefit of introducing the research culture into the classroom. And when you are doing something, some empirical researchers involve the students in research project. Suppose you got a project, you are leading an ICSSR project. You have some, obviously research scholars will become the part and parcel of your study, but involve your postgraduate students also, so that it will be a motivation for such students. Then increase the skills of staff to teach, emphasizing construction of knowledge by students rather than the imparting of knowledge by instructors. So dear friends, what is going on in our higher education? We are under the clutches of a pedagogical imposition. So this pedagogical imposition should be transformed and changed into a practice-oriented approach. We have to put thinking heads on the shoulders of the learner rather than receiving heads. Now, the pathetic situation is that most of our students are having receiving heads on. So what they are doing, what they are the teacher is delivering, so in a finished product. And therefore there is the criticism of Indian teaching. In India, the teaching is passing of information from the teacher's notebook to the student's notebook without passing through their head and heart. This is a major criticism leveled against Indian teaching. Therefore, what is required is a kind of constructing the knowledge through their convention, through their, and therefore there is the modeling for academic scholarship that and develop strategies across all the disciplines that emphasize the uncertainty of the task and strategies within the discipline and ensure that the students experience the process of artistic and scientific productivity. My dear friends, human being is a homo faber. Homo faber means one who find, one can create something, and one who find joy in creating something. And our higher education system should be able to develop such kind of artistic and we know the story of Archimedes. What is the story of Archimedes? Anybody? No story of Archimedes? Everybody? Dr. Sapnaji, are you there? Jitendra Kumar, Vijen Kumar, Kia. Yeah. Pallavi Gupta ji. The question of Archimedes, the anecdote of Archimedes. Preeti
Yes.
Devi ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is that?
So
Archimedes.
can you please say the question again, sir?
Yeah, whether you know the anecdote related to
Yeah.
Archimedes. Archimedes,
Yeah,
you
yes,
know?
sir. Yes, sir. I know
Yeah,
he was a famous mathematician. I think he was in the bathtub and he had some brilliant idea. So he forgot to. He was so overjoyous with his idea that he just ran out of the bath and shouting "Eureka!" He had discovered something.
Yes. Now all become little bit. So this is what is called the spirit of inquiry. Eureka, Eureka, Eureka means I find, I discover.
There is a PPT. Share in this cell. Now stop present. Again. So please pardon, there is power failure and some issues. Okay. Now see, am I audible?
Yes, audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, my slides are visible.
Yes. Yes.
You may not be able to see my face since it is power failure and we are depending. And I told you heavy rain and all kind of thunder, lightning and all. No, here the monsoon started little bit early. Okay, and all the issues are there. But really it is thrilling as far as, but related to the network connectivity and all kind of power supply, it is a big problem now. So are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the benefit of involving in the it's the construction of knowledge means we are giving as lectures, we are giving the information is passing from the teachers as the solar radiations
as the energy is passing from the solar system in terms of packets of photons. So as pieces and pieces of information, it is passing on. But the students are they are having we have to facilitate, we have to develop inquisitiveness, and we have to promote a heuristic nature among the learners. So that is heurico, means I find, I discover. Child is a homo faber. What is homo faber? One who fond of creating something, and one who derive joy out of that creation. So the same spirit, when Archimedes could able to identify by the intuitive kind of a knowledge, Archimedes could identify that the amount of water displaced by an immersion body is equivalent to the apparent loss of the weight, apparent weight loss that felt by the that body. So there is a then on in an induced manner, he could able to derive this knowledge. Then out of enthusiasm, he ran away, as Madam Pallavi Madam told, Eureka, Eureka, I find, I discover. And this is what, don't give knowledge as a finished product in the classroom. And provide the pupil, the child, to give chances for asking the question. My dear friends, I met 6 honest wise men who taught me everything I know. Who are they? Their names are why, what, which, how, where, and when. These are the 6 honest wise men who taught me everything I learned. They are why, which, where, how, when, what. So these 6 questions are the basic pillars of the anthropological evolution of human being. So you cannot substitute the questioning curiosity, the questioning nature of the human. So therefore, to promote that questioning, so there should be a unfinished form of knowledge in the classroom, so that there will be the research inquisitiveness, there will be the critical thinking that will be moving to, that will be leading to the research among the individual faculty and the institutional level, as well as the students. Then now, broadening the model for academic scholarship. We have to define, we have to redefine what is meant by academic scholarship. Is it merely restricted to a person who is teaching, or is it merely restricted to a person who is doing research, or should it be widened to a person who can bring about synergy between synergy between the teaching and research? That is a very, very vital question to be asked. Then ensure the student experience the process of artistic and scientific productivity, and develop strategies across all disciplines that emphasize the uncertainty of the task and strategies within the discipline. And all the discoveries and inventions, it is as a result of uncertainties. It is as a result of... are you comfortable with me? No, because I could not able to see your faces or eye contacts.
Yes,
I lost
sir.
my...
Yes, sir.
Comfortable? Yeah. So the great scientist...
Yes, sir.
Yeah, William Conrad Röntgen. William Conrad Röntgen, he was doing some experiment with the photographic film plate. To his surprise, he could able to see that, notice that in the back screen, there is the picture of his fingers, and he was very doubtful. What is this? What is the reason behind this? And therefore he could able to find out, invent the great milestone, epoch-making discovery in the field of medical science, nothing but X-ray. This is out of astonishment. And see, the concept of vaccination by that who is that by
Jenner, Edward Jenner.
Yeah. Jenner, yes, yeah, by Jenner, and he could able to notice that there is some kind of immunity developed among the people who is dealing with the cattle. So this conceptualization, this astonishment has made Edward Jenner to evolve, to find out that conceptualization of vaccination. And therefore, as teachers of higher education, rather than giving a finished product in the classroom, if we could able to place, if we could able to position our curricular experience in such a way that we are forming the students rather than informing the brains of the students, finally and ultimately there will be the result of scientific approach to their life, and there will be the result for academic scholarship in a very, very fabulous and fantastic manner, and ensure that I told you scientific. And now I am placing 6 strategies. I acknowledge Jenkins, Haley, and Setter for this. So one is develop departmental and disciplinary understanding. Develop departmental and disciplinary understanding about the teaching research nexus, and review current practice and culture. Current practice is that some are concentrating on teaching alone, some are concentrating on research alone, and the researchers in science from the international lab and all develop a kind of inferior observation on the people who are concentrating on teaching and all. So this attitude and this mindset should be broken, and therefore a thorough review of the current practice is highly essential. Then develop a set of curricular interventions where you can implement prove that something is possible. Say for example, if you are a research institute, you are working as a higher education faculty in a university in botany, and your area is plant diseases. If the locality is not benefited from your research output, if your locality is benefited out of the biological control mechanism that you developed in your lab, this is what is called curricular interventions, and make that in part and parcel of the curriculum. But such a kind of culture is lagging and progressing in a sluggish manner in the Indian higher education today. Then develop staffing policies. So weightage should be given to teaching, and while recruiting and all, weightage should be given to teaching, and weightage should be given to, equal weightage should be given to research also. So then only it will be balanced. Then integrate the policies for
teaching and researchers. And we have to integrate, don't treat these two when formulating the policies, don't treat these two as watertight compartment, rather than integrate among the and progress the link. Next. So design, now I am concentrating on my last kind of consolidated observations on designing a curriculum for transmitting research-based academic. What you can do, the structuring of the curriculum and practice in teaching. So there are 4 contours of that. One is research-led curriculum, then research-oriented curriculum, research-based curriculum, and research-informed curriculum. And each one there should be there should be a structuring of the curricula on the basis of this kind of a approach. So the weightage should be, some portion should be on the basis of the research-led outcomes, and some portion to be given in curricula for research orientation, and some portion to be given to research basedness, and some is to be given to research informedness. And ways in which teaching and research are connected includes the outcome must be, the outcome of our research, our teaching must be, and the outcome of the curriculum must be, our teaching must be on the basis of the research-based learning, rather than in a facade peripheral treatment. So some research should be there, and on the basis of that research, the curricular outcome should be defined, and the process should be gathering data, integrating data. I'll tell you one experience. See, when Soviet Union, do you there? Are you there in the class? Are you there? With full rigor, are you there? I'm not able to on my video. That is why I'm frequently asking this. Are
Yes,
you there?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Rigor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, may I invite your attention to the Cold War between America and Soviet Union, United States of America and Soviet Union. At that time, Soviet Union launched the first space shuttle. What was that? What was that?
Sir, Sputnik 1.
Sputnik 1. Absolutely. Your name, madam?
Sir, I'm Pallavi Gupta.
Yeah, Pallavi Gupta ji, thank you for your contribution. And Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, and the scientist was Yuri Gagarin. And out of this was a shock to the United States of America. And Telegraph reported in such a way that New York Times reported America was terrified by the booming sound of Sputnik. This was the reporting in the dailies. So, but there were a lot of agitation across America. The university professors boycott their class, and a total agitation in the academic community. The context was that, so we have been teaching, we have been dealing the science and engineering for years and years, but we could not able to take a man to space. That was the dissatisfaction, and that was that. And therefore, we want more science, more science, more science. That was the demand from the academic community. And America, Eisenhower was the president at that time in America. So Eisenhower made a declaration. It is called the Sputnik Declaration. And what he did, he promised the agitated academic community that, say, give me 10 years, I will make a man to send to space and make him to return in a safe manner. And with this promise, What America did not take rest, but the entire curriculum, they changed it to a research-based, process-oriented approach rather than a finished product like approach. The entire curriculum revised, and you can see that basic the India BSCS, that is basic science curriculum studies, that is emerged in America as a result of that. So where the engineering, mathematics, and science curriculum totally changed, and the approach adopted was a process-oriented approach, and the result is that what happened? Can you imagine? Can you recollect what happened within 10 years? What happened? What achievement America had? Any recollection? Any reflection? Any revisit to your old learning? Pallavi Gupta ji?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any guess or any recollection? What
please
achievement America had through this revision of the approach, new approach of curriculum? What America could able to achieve? America could able to launch shuttle to moon. Neil Armstrong. See, and this is what is within 10 years they could approach, they could attain. So it is because of the process approach adopted in the curriculum, rather than the curriculum or the concept is given in terms of a finished product. This process approach is the basis of the research or basis of the scientific thinking, where a problem is identified, a problem is defined, a problem solution is find out through formulation of hypothesis, data collection, data analysis, data interpretation, and the generalization of the result. And context is very important. What is context? So the treatment of the curriculum according to the context. Now China is leading in science and technology. Why? China could able to contextualize the knowledge. So outcomes, research-based outcome, research-based process, and research-based conducts are important. And now research-based curriculum implies a shift in the approach from the part of the teachers, and we have to formulate experiential-based learning. We have to formulate inquiry-based pedagogy. We have to formulate direct investigations and authentic assessments, application of their learning, conscious of their own learning goals, then opportunities for self-assessment and monitor their own learning experiences. If these strategies are there, we will be able to, this is what is called, to improve students' achievement through research-based curriculum. This approach is called, this approach in the curriculum transaction, this approach in putting the thinking heads on the shoulders of the learner by making them as direct investigators, by making their assessment very authentic rather than a peripheral, trivial kind of assessment, and where the learners are really conscious of their learnings and opportunities for self-assessment and monitor their own learning. Definitely there will be an integration and of research outcomes into the curriculum. And next is how we can motivate research in students. Research to learning. Students lack the ability to think creatively and solve problems. We are spending a lot of time and a lot of resources for enabling them to deal with the day-to-day life problem. But when in a small situation, when in a minute situation comes, our graduate, our postgraduate are not able to deal with the things in a proper manner, and they are in a confused dilemma and all. So therefore, what is required is develop programs to support research students in the development of generic and transferable skills. My dear friends, A is A square plus A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. This is the equation which we drilled during our childhood days. But any of you had learned this through application? That is the question. And any of the mathematical problems are put into a transferable skills? I used to tell an interesting story. So an illiterate, then a lower class fellow who is a coconut merchant. So he will take coconut from different households, and he will give you the money, but we will not be able to count it in a proper manner, whether it is correct or not. And when the conductor, during our travel in the bus and all, the conductor give you the ticket, and if you give 500 rupees, he will quickly give you the balance amount. But till the end of the travel, we will be calculating what is this, what is, how it happened, etc., etc. This is the skills. That is why the great educationist A. Lakshmana Swami Mudaliar told, secondary school is the weakest link in Indian education system, where a child, when he is becoming an adult citizen, he is not able to produce or develop the required skill set, at least in a miniature form. And this is the sad part of the curricular disposition that is available in our Indian school system. So therefore, to improve, to motivate the research among students, the learning should become a self-responsibility. The learning should be there in a problematic situation, in a purposive manner, that is dealt in a social situation. Then only he could able to, or she could able to earn. And his contribution to the knowledge and understanding also must be highlighted. Then mini micro project should be the slogan in the curricular disposition. Then only the research inquisitiveness and metacognition among the students will be facilitated, or else it become a kind of pedagogical imposition. And now coming to the constraints. What is the constraint? The research and research and teaching link is dependent on different disciplines. Then research knowledge transfer is more problematic at undergraduate compared to postgraduate. Then difficulties in feeding research into undergraduate teaching comes from modular system. Then we lack scholarship, and scholarship should be reinterpreted in terms of advancing knowledge, and in terms of synthesizing knowledge, in terms of applying the knowledge, in terms of sharing with others. And if this kind of a notion is formulated related to scholarship, definitely the objectives can be. And now I am giving an action agenda for a roadmap for synergies between the teaching and my first appeal is to all the faculty members who are attending this program: create a conducive environment, create a congenial, a suitable environment, and interconnectedness should be there. So one who is working in the field of, there is what we are seeing in the higher education system of the country is a kind of functional isolation. University is moving in one direction. There are something taking place in the universities, but nearby colleges, they are not benefited. And nearby schools are not benefited from the colleges. And the community living is going in another direction, and the institutional living is going in opposite direction. There is a mismatch between the living culture and learning culture. And this mismatch, I used to call it as a living culture versus learning culture paradox. And this living culture versus learning culture paradox is the detrimental phase of our higher education system, which constrains, which impede the progress of teaching research synergy. And therefore, well networking is needed, and on the basis of research evidences, the curricular resources like learning materials and pedagogic support should be enabled in it. And my dear friends, you can have a lot of research funded agencies in India, where as a working teacher of higher education can do a lot of research and bring about a kind of research culture in your institution, and thereby your institutional internal revenue also can be generated. And more than that, it will be a motivating factor for the students. So therefore, widen your mental horizon and tap for some financial resources by submitting projects or research projects to the universities, agencies, keeping momentum of your teaching without losing the rigor of your teaching. So now there are a lot of opportunities for the teachers of higher education to keep the teaching and research in an intact manner by developing, designing and developing MOOC programs and providing the development of innovative pedagogies, likewise the MOOCs, e-contents, etc. Now you can have. And professional development is nothing but it is by learning, you practice the things, by mentoring, you improve your students, and by reflection you improve, you become a consultative agency. So to sum up, let me say the higher education institution should provide advanced knowledge through while the main function and disseminate existing and new knowledge into the society. And there should be good potential synergies exist between faculty research and teaching in higher education. And the university should create an academic community of practice, create an academic community of practice where academic departments, disciplines, and a university as a whole or network of professionals interact through face-to-face setting to disseminate research knowledge to a wider community. So the anthropological, the phylogenic evolution that happened in the history of human being, that is in terms of X-ray, in terms of computer, in terms of vaccination, in terms of the bulb, in terms of the functional understanding of the science and the human development that happened so far, is as a result of an integration of the teaching and research to metamorphosis an individual from an animal instinct to a human instinct by with a baseline of value system. So therefore, I call upon all the faculty members who are attending this program to not to take rest till your mission is attained. So therefore, never stop learning, never stop training, never stop research, never stop extension. So thank you so much for your very passionate and collaborative listening. Sorry in between a lot of inconvenience, so that I could not able to see all your faces at the end of the final quartile of our presentation. So become a great teacher, continue to become a great teacher, proud of being a researcher, instill a culture of synergizing the research outputs into your teaching. I wish all the success to all the participants who are attending this program, and I'll be there for any kind of questions or support. Further it is required for your further it is, if it is required in your academic venture. And thank you so much for your passionate listening. Now it is 7 o'clock. Our time is coming here, and if you wish to ask anything, any questions and all, I will be happy, so that we can leave here, or any of what is the modality of this program ending up, I don't know, but you can have, if you wish to talk anything, you can have. Thank you, Shakir sir, for coordinating the entire things, and grateful to all the academicians who are attending this program. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So may I leave? If you wish to ask anything, please. Bhavana Prajapati, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Welcome. Purabi Talukdar, thank you, sir. Very nice session. Yeah, if you comfortable with me, and if you develop a note of appreciation in related to my presentation, please type Y in chat box, and if not, you put N in your chat box. Please let me see. Why? Kaya Layak. Yes, why is the answer? Then, yeah, Dinesh Thakur, Dinesh Kumar. Thank you, sir. Okay. Yes. Then can I leave? Grishosa, yes. Can I leave?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. So this is the procedure that happened in the final session. I don't know. HOD Management Science. Who is that?
Sir, Dr. Manoj Agarwal.
Manoj Agarwal ji, hope you have enjoyed the session.
Yes, because due to network problem, I have left.
Yeah, okay. Okay then. It's okay. Thank you so much. Good night. See you.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'm leaving the call. No, I'm leaving the call. Bye bye.